Hello again. I just read an interesting article on World Net Daily. You're not going to have to look for it. I will attach the link. The title is Government Watching for Americans with Guns. Now, you might find this a little bit difficult to believe, but the less than honorable Attorney General Eric H. Holder Jr., he thinks that right-wing extremists are more dangerous than ISIS. And because of that, he feels that right-wing extremists have to be monitored and rooted out. Right-wing extremists. Now, what defines a right-wing extremist? Does that define someone that believes in America? Does that define someone that believes in the Constitution and expects our government to do the same? What is a right-wing extremist? We've already been told that ISIS is not Islamic. We were told that by the Chosen One. He made it very clear they couldn't be Islamic because they behead Muslims. We were told that by the less than honorable Attorney General Eric H. Holder Jr. We were told that by the Secretary of State, John Kerry. We were told that by the Secretary of Defense, Chucky Hagel. We were told that by the CIA Director, John Brennan. Those people can't all be wrong, can they? Or can they? Well, obviously, they don't even know what Islam stands for. If they did, then they couldn't say what they've said. The fact is, this administration has not given up on trying to take away our guns. It started with Fast and Furious. When that failed, we had a rash of high-profile shootings. When that failed, we had a rash of young children supposedly that were killed in Sandy Hook. I say supposedly because I don't believe that ever happened. All of those were designed to turn the American people away from wanting to have guns or even being allowed to have guns. The government even instituted choke point. You know what choke point? I made videos on choke point. Choke point was when the government told banks to tell certain kinds of businesses that they won't do business with them any longer. Those businesses that sold weapons. That's what they were told. We thought that choke point was dealt with by the government, by the judicial system. But later on we found out that it's really still in effect. Folks, they're not going to give up. As long as we have guns, they're not going to attack us. And who's they? Well, I think they is led by the Chosen One. That's Barack Hussein and St. Obama. They're no different in knowledge as the Japanese were. They knew behind every blade of glass was an American with a weapon. That's probably changed. Behind every blade of grass, there's an American with two weapons. They've tried to restrict our ability to get ammunition. It's still difficult in certain areas. They've made it more difficult for us to obtain weapons legally, yet the criminal elements have no difficulty getting fully automatic weapons, which is what the Chosen One, along with the Honorable Attorney General Eric H. Holder, the less than Honorable Attorney General Eric H. Holder, supplied to the cartels through Fast and Furious. How many phony scandals are we going to allow to fester? You notice the IRS scandal? It's pretty much in the backseat. Fast and Furious, they got buried a long time ago. The Rosen scandal, we haven't heard anything about that any further. NSA scandal, all in the past. That's what they do. Distract, divert, to deceive. Read the article the World Net Daily article and ask yourself a question. Whose side is the less than honorable Attorney General Eric H. Holder on? Yours? I don't think so.